Hello and welcome back to our Team Lotus F1 Manager series, and welcome to a new season. We are in 2025 now. As you can see at the top of the screen, the Australian Grand Prix. We're starting as the 2025 calendar will do in real life next year. So starting with Australia, and we are back with this series with a brand new season. And no more Mick Schumacher. It's the debut of Liam Lawson for Team Lotus. So it'll be Lawson and Danny Rick. We've done practice and we're jumping into qualifying. As we can see, there's going to be a bit of rain by the looks of it. So we're starting on inters and we'll see how we go in this one as we jump into qualifying. But a new start in terms of a new season, and hopefully we've got a better chance of points earlier on in this season. Let's send them out. New livery as well. This is the new livery for the car. A slight change on last year.
Radio check.
Yep, loud and clear.
Sent them out a little bit close there, but let's get a... Actually, let's look at...
Yep, radio is good. It's good.
It's actually going to get wetter, so best to go out now. So yeah, new season. Magella McCarthy, thanks for the follow. Yeah, new season, and as I say, last year we started the season, the opening race in Bahrain, we were 2 seconds off Q2, so hopefully much better this time. Evening Callie, this is my second account, my other is Lookout in case you wondered. Love the new look. Oh, no worries, thanks for dropping in again, buddy. Yeah, this is the new livery, slightly different. Slightly different for this year, but anyway, let's forward on and get these banker laps in. As I say, hopefully a much better start this year than last year, as Lawson goes quicker.
So that was a good lap.
And we actually have an engineer talking to us this year for Ricardo as well. Here Hamlin has been brought into the team as Danny Rick's race engineer. Matthew Ogle, who we had last year, remains on a second car, but no longer Mick Schumacher. It is now Liam Lawson, of course. What engine have you got? We went with Mercedes, so we were Renault last year. The engine allocation is down to 3 this year. So it was 4 last year, 3 engines for 2025, and because we're less engines, I wanted to go with the engine supplier with the best durability, which is Mercedes. So we are Team Lotus Renault last year, and we're Team Lotus Mercedes this year. I don't know, but that Lawson time is looking very nice, isn't it? I think it's going to get wetter, so although I said at a banker lap, I think we might just sit tight now and see if we're through to Q2. But this already looks a much better start than last year. I mean, the car analysis before I jumped into this race was saying we're actually around 6th on the grid. As Magnussen has a lockup, Magnussen somehow has found himself in an Aston Martin for 2025.
And the car fails to respond. They were just unable to do much about it.
And there we go. Typical K-Mag still. Hasn't changed, even though he's in that Aston now. So yeah, in the episode that I'll release for this first race of the season, we'll go through the it'll go through the driver lineup in a bit more detail. But as you can see, Verstappen is now paired with Carlos Sainz in the Red Bull. Piastri and Norris remain in the McLaren. Ferrari obviously hard-coded with Hamilton, so Hamilton, Leclerc. Alonso's joined by K-Mag in the Aston. Bottas returns to Mercedes, so Bottas and Russell in the Mercedes. Williams have an all-new pairing, Ocon and Perez. And Colapinto and Albon have no seat on the grid, so there's no Albon on our 2025 grid. Tsunoda stays with RB, Hulkenberg jumps over there as well. Who have we missed? Alpine is Stoffel Van Dorn returns, and Drugovic. Zhou goes to Haas with, who else in the Haas? I think it's Teo Pourchaire. Yeah, Teo Pourchaire. And then Kick has got the almighty lineup of Lance Stroll and Pierre Gasly. I'm going to take a risk here in this first quali session and not go out. Oh, look at that time from Lawson. What's going on there? That's magnificent for us. Right, checkered flag is going to come out shortly. And we are through. Well, that's easy work. That's a nice little start to 2025. It is wet though, so I don't know how accurate that was, because last year in the wet our car was pretty good in Canada. Looks like it's going to be wet again as we jump into Q2.
Green, green, green.
And this time it's going to get drier, so in actual fact, there's no point really going out, I don't think, until it dries out a bit. But let's wait and see. Should start to dry out after this little spell here, which it is. Is it going to dry out enough for dry tyres? I think it might do, you know. I think it will. I think it's going to dry enough for some dries. Have a look here. Yeah. 1.32 currently. Let's not forward too much because we don't want to miss getting them out. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty comfortable on the dries by the time we get out there now. Piastri and Alonso go early. Maybe a bit too early. They're on... Yeah, they're on dry tyres. Well, Piastri isn't actually. Piastri's gone out on inters, so I don't think that's going to work for the McLarens. 3.5 minutes left of the session. Alright, let's send them out. Let's send them out. It is dry now. Still a bit of moisture on the track, but we should be fine on the soft compound tyres. Nice Mac was with the Lotus. That was Renault GP in their last season of Lotus, I think. Lawson, superstar already. Yeah, that was good work from Lawson in that first session. Can we repeat it? Can we get into Q3? What a start for 2025 that would be. Lawson getting out of the way of some traffic. Ricciardo will have to get out of the way as well. No, he's going to start his lap. So, oh, he got out of the way. That's going to cost some straight line speed. That's not ideal, Danny Rick. I should have just not got out of the way there. Race suits have bugged out. They're not our actual race suits, so I'm not sure what's happened there. We now got to get Alonso to get out of the way, and he's not. So that's...
Got some traffic, so...
I think that's pretty much ruined Ricciardo's run there. Straight line speed, he got out of the way on the straight, so he wouldn't have had the greatest of top speed to start his lap, and then he got bogged down behind Alonso there. So not great at all for us. Green sector, of course, because he haven't set a time yet in Q2. It's a 26.9, but it's 26 flat for Lawson, who goes purple. But of course, he's one of the first dry tyre runners, so let's not get too excited. But can compare him. Danny Ricks lost about a second in that first sector. McLaren out of the way nicely for Lawson, at least. Didn't actually see on Ricciardo's end, but Ricciardo's going to struggle, I think, to get through to Q3. Purple again from Lawson, but of course, as I say, there are others to come through these timings. But Liam Lawson is starting his career here in Team Lotus very well indeed. So it's going to be Danny Rick across the line first. Bit of traffic, so I think that's going to cost him. Goes second, but of course, we're waiting for others to set times on... Oh, actually, we're not, because these are all finished. They didn't actually set a time. I don't know what's gone on there. But Ricciardo, by virtue of these inters not setting a time on soft compound tyres, we've got a mixed up Q3. Lawson sets the quickest time, but there's only 4 drivers that set a time on softs. Don't know if Ocon set his time yet. But Norris is out, and so is Verstappen in Q2. This could be a fantastic qualifying session for us to start 2025. We're through to Q3 with both drivers. I don't think that happened at all last season. As I say, ignore this race suit. I don't know why that's bugged out, but that is not, in fact, our race suit. Here we go, then. Through to Q3. Thank you very much. Inters again, so it's going to be wet again. What's the Track detail saying it's getting wetter. So let's send out straight away this time. Oh, it looks like we're going to be very close to each other here. That's fine. Here we go then. Q3. What can we do here? Bit of traffic, it looks like there. Lawson's past it. Oh, Danny Rick's caught again there. That's frustrating again for Daniel Ricciardo. What's an F1 driver's favourite type of music? Go on, UV. Hit me with it. Heavy metal, they love those high-speed crash cymbals. Oh dear, UV. Oh dear. Right. Ricciardo, we are, not going to see that lap through. Going to abandon that lap. Add traffic again. Liam Lawson, though, we will see through this lap. So it is going to get gradually wetter, so this will probably be the best time to set a lap. See, Ricciardo, we're going to have to get in and back out very quickly. Definitely like this part of the car better than last year. Here we go then, rounding this final corner. What can Liam Lawson do here in Q3? It's still damp at 2.06. That's not changed very much, so Danny Rick might be okay. Lawson setting his time now. And he's 7 tenths off Charles Leclerc, so that's more what we would expect, really.
Nice and cool on your way in, please.
Right, let's get Danny Rick in and out. I might as well go on a fresh... Are they fresh? Fresh set of inters. Oh, yeah. It's going up now. It's 2.06. This is going to be a struggle for Daniel Ricciardo. That traffic costing him there. Let's get him round, though. I'm not going to send Lawson back out. Let's see what Daniel Ricciardo can do, though. So I'm probably expecting him to qualify 10th now, but we'll see. George Russell is currently on provisional pole. Oscar Piastri second, 2 Ferraris, then Bottas, Norris, and then Lawson in 7th. What a start to his Team Lotus career that would be, to qualify 7th on debut here in Australia. Ricciardo's going to go green, of course, because, again, he's not set a proper time here in Q3. Let's forward Ricciardo on then, because I don't think it's going to make a big difference this lap, but we'll see. See what he does as he come across the line. Here we go then. Daniel Ricciardo, he'll improve, but does he go anywhere? No, he doesn't. So,
currently P10.
Getting wetter out there, and therefore
right away, please.
Struggling to set the times. But it looks like Daniel Ricciardo is going to qualify P10. Is anyone going to go quicker than Liam Lawson here on their second runs? Basically, Alonso and Ocon we're looking at, aren't we? Can't see them going quicker, to be honest with you, but we'll see. I think we're looking pretty good for P7 with Liam Lawson on debut here. Yellow flag as Bottas back in the Mercedes running wide.
Now this was Valtteri Bottas.
Oh dear, Valtteri.
Keep on the track.
But if you're jumping into the stream, you like the content, please do smash a like on the video. It really helps me out, as we have finished Q3. And it is, in fact, a P7 for Liam Lawson then. So as we said, George Russell on pole for Mercedes. Oscar Piastri second. Lewis Hamilton now in the Ferrari third. Charles Leclerc fourth. Valtteri Bottas fifth. Lando Norris sixth. Liam Lawson on debut for Team Lotus in 7th. Ocon 8th. Fernando Alonso 9th. And Daniel Ricciardo 10th. So both drivers in the top 10. Both Red Bulls actually went out in Q2. I think that was more of a problem of not actually setting a time. So I don't think Red Bull have suddenly dropped off the pace here in 2025. So we're going to have a couple of cars quicker cars behind us. And also, potentially, where was Lando Norris? Did Norris get through in the end? Oh, Norris did get through in the end then, so I missed that. So that's fine. So yeah, probably behind us. I don't know if K-Mag's really going to have enough pace in that Aston Martin, but it looks like these two Red Bulls. But we have got a chance here of points for the first race of the season. So is there going to be any rain, first of all? Let's check that. No, not going to be any rain. So let us have a look what we want to do here. What is the quickest strategy that they suggest? It is soft, medium, softs. This worked well for Danny Rick last year, didn't it? But that's still quicker, the soft, medium, soft. Let us also try... That is the same, but it would give us a bit more... I'm going to go... I might go with the strategy that they're suggesting, but finishing on the softs just because that's a bit quicker. Right, let's go with that then. Medium, medium, soft for Danny Rick. Actually, not that. We want to go there. Yeah, medium, medium, soft for Danny Rick. I think Liam Lawson's as good on his tyres, so we might have to go a little bit different with this. It's quicker than what they're suggesting, so we'll go with that. So Danny Rick, both of them are on a two-stopper. Danny Rick is going to go medium, medium, soft. Lawson is going to go hard, medium, soft. And Lawson is going to start in 7th. Danny Rick starting in 10th. So we start in the top 10 with both drivers. With that said, let's jump in and start this Australian Grand Prix. I told my car a joke, but it didn't break a smile. Bad joke, I know. You love a bad joke.
And we should be in for a tightly
right, here we go then. First race of 2025. It looks like it's starting well for us in the top 10. But we've got a couple of quick Red Bulls behind us. George Russell then starts us off in Australia. Let's see how we go. And Lawson looking to make a move on Lando. Ricciardo looks like he's lost a couple of positions. So Lawson having a pretty good start. Ricciardo having a pretty poor start. And Lawson remains in 7th. And Ricciardo's got back past Ocon. Ocon must have had an error because Ocon is now last. Ocon forced out wide and then obviously has struggled to rejoin the track. So Danny Rick makes up a position there.
I could do it.
A long way to go.
Alright, so Lawson is still 7th.
You're looking after your tyres.
You've got the Haas of Teo Portier in the top 10 as well. Alonso pushing. What's the tyres? Alonso is on the soft, so probably expecting Alonso to get past us here, which he does. In fact, Lawson is the only driver on the hards there.
Come on.
And Ricciardo, yeah, has got Hulkenberg ahead of him on soft. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. Will, hello, buddy. Hope you're well.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled. So currently P11. Our next one is Hülkenberg.
Yeah, Lawson is going to be very slow at this phase.
Okay, Sainz coming now.
As we've got the 2 Red Bulls behind Ricciardo now. Carlos Sainz is ahead of his teammate Max Verstappen. Is Sainz going to be putting up a better fight than Perez did last year? Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion though, not the best of starts for him this year. Bogged down in 13th. So Lawson really needs to stay in that DRS. We're giving him everything apart from attack, so we'll try. We just about got DRS there, but I don't think we'll get it on the next one. Bottas.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Keep your head down.
Look at this up front. Battling away there. Lawson has been able to catch back up there. It all got a bit bogged down. We've used so much battery in this early phase.
Copy.
We've just harvested into that first corner.
Copy that.
Charger.
Understood.
Here we go. Right, should be able to settle down into this strategy now. My friends sound slow, but I prefer a long-run strategy. Uvu, they're getting worse. They're getting worse.
Okay, understood.
Alright, so pit stop wise, lap 21 for Lawson. Lap 21 for Danny Rick as well. Although we are abusing his tyres a little bit.
And try to cool down the tires where you can. Rear is flatly coming up.
Alright, we are going to ease off now, so we might well open the door.
We do need a little bit of lift off for the fuel.
Or Alonso is past us. But, not Alonso, Teo Pocher, who we thought was going to get past us as well. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to ease off the fuel now. Ricciardo has got those 2 Red Bulls behind him, but he's right behind Hülkenberg and Teo Pocher. So no one's really breaking away. The top 2 are Russell and Piastri. They've got nearly a 3-second gap to Bottas. But it's battling like hell down here from Bottas. There's a DRS train now from Bottas. Near enough, so I know he's just fell out of it, but nearly enough from 3rd place to 18th place is this current DRS train.
Okay, copy.
I'm just thinking he might be in here first. I wonder if these soft tyre runners are going light or conserve as well. But Lawson's now just managing to stick with Alonso. I think it's because there's a bit of fighting out front, so it's just bunching everyone up a bit. Look, these Ferraris going at it with Bottas. Once we'll do that, we'll get Lawson to harvest again into that first corner. Ricciardo is staying as is here. Those Red Bulls might be onto him here. Give Ricciardo a bit of harvest into that first corner as well.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
Yeah, so very much DRS train at the moment.
Charge off.
Understood. Copy.
So these Red Bulls are fighting away behind us. Very interested in seeing how you fared with first season research, first season new team handicap and demolition derbies. Well, I'm hoping there'll be less smashing the car up with Mick Schumacher not in the team. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have less damage on the car. But the research We didn't do loads of research, but when we did, we near enough spent all of our CFD and wind tunnel time on those research projects. So it gave us a big buff to those. To be under pressure here from Verstappen, who's cleared his teammate Carlos Sainz. I think it's Hulkenberg, who's in this RB this year, really slowing up the pack. I'm going to ask Danny Rick to go high on the aggression.
This is your race now.
Okay.
Did you hear Haas and Toyota are finally going to partnership? That will be... Yeah, they are, and I think it's from the next race even. The branding and things going to be on the car from next race, I believe. So it's an immediate. Right, we've gone aggressive with the overtake with Ricciardo. Doesn't work there. Lawson is still... Alonso's up to 4th now somehow. Alonso was 7th a minute ago. Alonso's gone on a mad one somewhere there. Perez in the Williams looks like he's picked up some damage. Right, let's have a look at tyre life. So Lawson's still okay. Yeah, I think these soft runners may not even be on standard here. I think they might be on light or conserve. Lawson's still staying in that DRS. He's getting a nice gap here as Lawson. He's got 3 seconds to Teo Porcher. As Verstappen is sending one back up the inside of Sainz. Sainz and Verstappen battling away behind Ricciardo, but they're losing a lot of time with the 2 Red Bulls. They'll probably buy out Haas in the end. Yeah, you can see that happening. Although Haas have not had a bad season, to be fair to them. Right, here we go. Hulkenberg's lost DRS on Teo Porcher, so this should give Daniel Ricciardo the opportunity. It does indeed, and we force Hulkenberg out there as well, which loses him a place to Verstappen. But Verstappen is probably going to be very quickly onto Ricciardo now. So yeah, Ricciardo DRS, but I don't know if we'll see it on the replay, but Hulkenberg got out wide here. Yeah, lost time and Verstappen easy overtake. So we really want to get up to Teo Porcher if we can here in the next DRS. If not, we're going to be a sitting duck to this Red Bull. So we might just want to go attack with Danny Rick.
We focus on the cars ahead now.
Oh, look at Max's pace there. I think it's not going to matter, to be fair. It's hard to overtake through this section of the track, though. This next one, though, is easier, and we're not going to have DRS, so I think this is going to be pretty pointless there.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Okay.
And there we go. Verstappen is finally past Ricciardo. But Ricciardo's still in 11th. Of course, we'll expect Sainz to come past us as well. That'll put us down to 12th.
Just head down.
But we've still got a chance with Teo Porcher ahead of us. It's Ricciardo going to have another go. Ooh, nearly.
Okay, gotcha.
He can just stay with Verstappen. Verstappen drag him up to Teo Porcher. Sainz and Verstappen in the same team last time, the way I think Sainz beat Max. Taking Red Bull's technical director affected them, maybe. Yes, indeed. Yes, we did take Red Bull's technical director. So perhaps that's having an impact on them. Did I miss the Twitch stream? The Twitch stream should be live now as well, but I don't know. There has been some problems with the Twitch stream, but it is saying it's live. But if it's not, I do need to look into that, actually. Alright, so Max is very quickly on to Porcher, and Ricciardo has stayed with him here. But this is a much better start to the season than what 2024 was. And is Lawson going to try and have a go here on Lewis Hamilton? He is indeed. Forces him onto the grass. And Liam Lawson is back up to 7th place here. Got to stop on lap 21, but he's showing some good pace now on those hards. Charlie, thanks for the follow. In real life, Adrian Newey leaving Red Bull, well, their decline could very well be studied. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because actually, you know, Adrian Newey's departure wouldn't really had a real impact as yet. But yeah, it'll be interesting on 2020, not necessarily 2025, because it's an evolution, but 2026 will be interesting to see where Red Bull are. Right, so this little pack is just continuing to battle. Piastri and Russell continue to duke it out for first. Although Charles actually catching, so it's a battle, freeway battle. Lando's 3.6 back as Hamilton is making that move back past us. I'd expect Verstappen is going to be onto this pack very soon. But there's a good chance for a point here in our first race of the season. Even if Verstappen and Sainz get up here, Lawson would still be running in a net 10th place.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Sainz has cleared Ricciardo.
Come back behind.
Ten laps gone then. Lawson, very strong debut. Qualifying was good. Race pace is good. Just want to turn those tyres down a little bit because we don't want to burn them up. Don't want him to fall out of that DRS though whilst we do that. And this is an almighty DRS train and a battle. And it looks like the rest of this pack is being dragged along by Max. So this is now going to go back to a DRS train from Alonso down to Drugovich. So 4th to 18th. So this is just an absolute hell of a DRS train here.
Okay. Alrighty.
As Ricciardo and Sainz continue to swap positions. Pourchaire looked a little bit wide there.
So we just have to get head
So he
on.
might be under pressure from Sainz and Ricciardo here. Ricciardo's not going to be able to make it though.
And we do as best as we can, okay?
Perez, what a miserable debut in the Williams for Perez. Last with a bit of damage. Struggling out there. Alright, bringing those tyre temps down now for Lawson. But we do not want to fall out of that DRS. We're getting close to falling out of that.
Yeah, copy that.
Need to pick up the pace a little bit if you can.
Just
please.
about hanging on into it.
You focus on your race.
We should get another helping the DRS there. And this is where it all sort of, where we get that sort of concertina effect, where they all bunch up again. Perez and Ocon in the same team again, just realised, yeah, they are back together in a Williams. Stroll is pitting, who's now in a kick Sauber. So he had a falling out with his dad. That's a very early pit stop. Denny, what lap do you reckon you'll pit? I think we're due to pit lap 21 with both drivers. Yeah, lap 21, but we've used the tyre life a little bit more on Daniel Ricciardo's side. So Daniel Ricciardo's probably going to have to come in a little bit earlier than that, as he has finally got past Teo
We're following the
Pourchaire.
action through turn 5. It's certainly inviting.
Belgis F1, thanks for subscribing on YouTube, buddy. Much appreciated. Right, so Lawson's out of the DRS. Oh, he's just about got the DRS, but these two Red Bulls are on us very much. As I say, we're not really facing and fighting these Red Bulls. I think Lawson's done a pretty good job, especially being on a slower tyre.
Yeah, copy.
Now we're at a DRS, so this should be Carlos Sainz, sorry, who's ahead of us. Carlos Sainz moves ahead of Liam Lawson then. And now just Max Verstappen between Ricciardo and Lawson here.
Copy.
I'll talk about a downgrade for Stroll. I think the lad may do better away from his dad's team. Yeah, he's out of his dad's shadow. Will it make a difference? He's last, but he has pitted, of course. He's gone on to the hard tyres. Stoffel van Dorn back as well in Formula 1. He's likely to pit soon.
Struggling a little bit with the fronts.
Dre, yes, so excited for Season 2. Thanks, buddy. Steve, hello. I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing? So Lawson again, it's going to be Verstappen making his way past us here. Oh, and Danny Rick. That's a lovely move actually from Daniel Ricciardo. He's just taken Liam Lawson round the outside there.
Here we are, we're looking at turn 11.
Oh, we want to see it from Ricciardo's point of view, but Ricciardo's swung around the outside here. Yeah, that's not the greatest of replays, but that was a good move from Ricciardo. Well, I'm just going to ask Lawson not to fight him because I don't want to lose any positions. If we can just stay in the DRS. Steve, how Red Bull P10? It was a wet qualifying, so they both went out in Q2 because they didn't set a representative time, basically. So their pace is quicker, but Ricciardo has dumped Verstappen onto the grass there, and Lawson will take that as well. Ricciardo against his ex-teammate there.
They're doing a very good job.
And Verstappen's losing a lot of time now to his new teammate, Carlos Sainz. There we go, look, run Max Verstappen out of road. And, yeah, he lost a lot of pace there, Verstappen. As I say, he's now nearly 4 seconds behind his teammate, Carlos Sainz. Charles leads the race, Piastri second, Russell third, who started on pole, Norris fourth, Hamilton fifth. Starting to settle down now. What we really want to do is we've got a yellow flag. Our drives are okay. The Hulkenberg.
Approaching yellow flag.
Still yellow. It's Perez. Perez having a nightmare debut for Williams. Oh, just avoids the wall.
Went off there.
So Perez wrecking his tyres, no doubt there. Right, so Max is behind us, but he's not really in our fight. We kind of need Max to clear us, and then we can just pull away with Max and break this DRS to Théo Pourchaire and the rest of the pack, really. That's ideally what we want to happen. We're not going to get these tyres to lap 21 Ricciardo, though. As Max making the move on Lawson, but Lawson says no, thank you, Max. Obviously, Lawson might be susceptible to an overtake because we've asked him not to overtake Ricciardo here. Oh, he's going to force... Oh, Max. Max has forced Lawson out wide there, so Lawson's lost a lot of time. That's typical Max for you there.
We should be able to take a look here. Right, so
although we did do it to him a little while ago, to be fair.
The opportunity's there.
Yeah, bogged down on the grass there. That's not great. Right, so Ricciardo is 9th. Lawson's now down in 13th, which isn't great. But we'll see how the rest of the race goes. Team is a midfield team, right? Oh, Charles had a problem there. What's going on here? The race leader.
2 secs. There's been a crash. And it was involving Leclerc this time.
Says second, but he was leading the race before this incident.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the moment of
that
impact.
is...
And the car
That's an
leaving a
odd
bit
one.
of paint.
Charles got to pit because of that. Piastri pits anyway. Charles stays out. He's got big damage. Surprising there. Max is pitting as well. What can we do here with Ricciardo? Can't really bring this... Might have to go on a set of hards here. I feel he's used a lot of tyre life and...
Magnussen in your DRS.
Yeah, we're going to go for that. Going to get Ricciardo in and on some hard tyres.
Box, box, box.
But yeah, it's looking like the team is midfield team. How we've started this race. And K-Mag, who's in Aston Martin this year, is now on Ricciardo's tail. He's past Ricciardo, in fact. And Lawson being forced out by Verstappen really hasn't helped our chances here. As Zhou ahead of him on the sauce. These Hasses have got a bit of pace though, haven't they? Haas look like they're starting the season strong. Charles got that in his makeup as a driver. Remember France 2022. Yeah, Charles is prone to a mistake, to be fair. I guess that's the one thing he needs to tidy up in his racing. Because he is prone to the odd mistake. Right, Ricciardo's going to jump into the pits. We're hoping to get an undercut on this little group of cars we're stuck with. Charles is pitting now. It's a new front wing for him. First pit stop of 2025 then. And it's not bad at all. 2.5, and we're 7th in the pit lane now.
Fighting pit exit.
That's where is Ricciardo going to filter out? Hopefully ahead of these two RBs. We are indeed. Those RBs, one of them is pitted. Tsunoda hasn't.
Next car is Max.
Piastri's past Lawson. Piastri's just pitted though, hasn't he?
You keep behind.
Right, lap 21 we're trying to get to with Lawson. Again, that might be a bit of a difficulty. I mean, of course, points would be nice here today, but we've got to, you know, weigh it up against where we were first racer last season, and we were dead last for the first 4 or 5 races. So this is a much promising start. We've got 3 new designs on the car before we got this opening race underway. We'll have another 2 designs done before the next race, and we've got another 2 in the works. So I think it's looking pretty positive, to be fair. The car is going to be, yeah, much better shape by race 3 or 4. So yeah, I'm confident of points quite regularly this season. A lot of activity in the pits, so I think it might be worth getting Lawson in. But those,
You ready?
it's going to struggle to get those tyres to the end, because this is right on the limit here. Let us just... Yeah, it's the same if we do that, so we may as well do a bit of conserving. Right, let's get Lawson in this lap then.
Box.
Copy box.
Right, so who has pitted, who hasn't? So Lawson yet to pit, the top 5 yet to pit. Near enough most people behind Lawson, apart from Sonoda, have stopped. So let's see how we go in this pit stop. Hopefully this DRS train gets broken up a bit now. 2.6, not the best, but no mistakes there. Ricciardo should be comfortably clear, I think, of Lawson. Has Pourchaire just come out of the pits there? He has, hasn't he? Come on, Daniel, let's get past him here. No need to try and break some of this DRS. Well, we're somehow down to 17th with Lawson after that pit stop.
Stop the lift off, please.
Which, yeah, that hasn't worked out well at all for us. Just so hard to pull away here. And Pourchaire is going to try and make the move on Danny Rick, is he? Yes. What I kind of need Pourchaire to do is overtake me here, and I get Pourchaire into the first corner, and we'll use the second DRS to pull away, really.
Keep the head down.
Right, Magnussen is in the pits now.
You can use overtake if you need.
Right, here we go. Ricciardo past Pourchaire here. Now we need to really try and pull away. Got the DRS to help us.
Good job.
Nearly a second on Gasly here. Come on. Just about breaking the DRS. We kind of need to just... We're probably going to use all the battery here. If you're jumping into the stream, like the content, please do smash a like on the video. It really helps me out. As Ricciardo's broken the DRS. Can we maintain it, though? That's the thing. Ricciardo is in a net 10th and a World Championship point at the moment. We'll put him back on neutral for now. Lawson, yeah, Lawson's really lost out in that phase. As he's going to have a go here on K-Mag, who, as I say, is in the Aston Martin these days.
Copy.
I want to have a look if we did another stop with Lawson. Only 2 seconds. We have got the ability to maybe move to a free stop. Steve, how many races you do in this stream? Just the Australian Grand Prix in this one. Magson's back past Lawson. Is that Stoffel Van Dorn at Alpine? It is indeed. Stoffel Van Dorn at Alpine with Drugovich. And Ricciardo's got that gap, which I think is going to work out pretty nicely for him now. He's not due in now till lap 41.
Currently in P10.
Just what we do with Lawson here. Don't know whether to switch to that strategy or not, to be fair. We'll run him as he is for now. probably going to catch up to this group of cars. But unfortunately, there's a DRS train now from... Well, there's a few gaps there, though. Now, Pocher's within 1.5 seconds now of Ricciardo, so we do need to monitor that. Pocher's on the mediums. Now Lawson... Yeah, Lawson's just a bit bogged down really here. We'll ask him to go high in the overtakes.
Copy.
Yeah, Ricciardo's building a bit of a no man's land gap here. Hopefully, that's what we want. Yellow flag. Was that Charles again, or did he just not repair all his damage?
Okay, so let's just catch up around.
Russell, George Russell's had a lock up in second place. He's a long way off first now, though.
Involved. Things were going smoothly.
Looks like he's out all on his own anyway.
But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Oh, he's going to have those Ferraris all over the back of him now. Which he has indeed. That's an almighty train now from Russell. Piastri's got a lovely lead out front. It's Oscar Piastri on his way to winning his home race here in Australia. And yeah, this is just... I don't know what to do with Lawson here because we're just going to go back and forwards in this DRS train. Damn Amazon delivery driver into your stream. Okay, the knock at the door scared the life out of me. Grisoldo, dude, did I miss between season updates, board expectations for 2025, new season finals and such? Really would have liked to see that. You haven't missed that. It's the episode on that is not out yet. So the live streams are a little bit ahead of the episode. So we've got an episode coming out hopefully tomorrow, which is just a review of 2024, going through some of the head-to-head battles across the grid using the database editor so we can look at which teammates came out on top. And then the full episode of Australia will contain all the build up to the race. So we'll look at the new livery, the new race suits, the finances, the car analysis and development. So yeah, you haven't missed it, just not out yet. That'll be out very soon though. I think Stroll father by Sauber. I think he's disowned his son. I think that's what's happened out here. I think Lawrence Stroll has realised that he can't win a... Well, actually, I was going to say he can't win a championship with his son in his car, but he has hired Kevin Magnussen in the Aston Martin, so... Right. What can we do with Lawson here? Do we go for this free stopper? I feel we might have to, you know, a little bit different.
No more management.
I think we need to do something a little bit different here with Lawson. Because he has had good pace in that car. He's at peak confidence, is Lawson. What I want to do now is really try and get Lawson ahead of this group of cars, which is currently headed by Nico Hulkenberg in the RB. Quite a lot of floor damage, I'm assuming a lot of this damage is, because people are getting run out wide here at Melbourne. Right, next is Stroll. Talking of Stroll. Now demoted to that kick Sauber. Goes to cover off Lawson. He does cover off Lawson.
Come on.
Danny Rick's got a 3.4 second gap on Pocher now. Max is still only in 9th. Carlos Sainz up to 5th. So it looks like it's going to be a tough start to the year for the reigning world champion. Alright, come on then, Lawson. What have we got here?
Yeah, copy that.
Bogged down in this DRS train again. We might have to just use a bit of the battery here. Want to save the battery for when we sort of pull away. Got a good fuel surplus.
Copy.
Mag killed Alonso in this season. Well, Alonso's 7th.
Okay, well.
Magson's 10 positions back in 17th. So not a good start for K-Mag. DRS train is killing us, isn't it? Although, come on, Liam. Let's have a go at him into here. Come on. Come on, let's have a go. Ah. Stroll covering us off. Stroll frustrating us. Very much. We're near enough used all our battery trying to get that done, and it's just not happening. Yeah, just not happening, unfortunately, for us there.
Copy.
Can go aggressive on the tyres. I don't want to heat them up too much, though.
If you can, please.
Stroll is getting very punchy, though, himself. Looks like Stroll has got the pace on Hulkenberg and Zhou. These two Haas still doing very well. Teo Porcher having a good little debut in 11th place. Ricciardo, if he keeps it all together, should be on for a point here. I kept Lawson on
Copy.
harvest there, and that's really done us in. Schoolboy error there.
Okay, how do you feel on the tyres at the moment?
We need to try and do something here, because this... Have we got another set of mediums? We have. Can we just pit and get out of this? It's probably going to be a lot... Well, it's not too much slower. I think we just pit and get out of this. I'm just going to try undercut, because we're just not going anywhere. We've got to try something a little bit different.
Copy box.
So let's hopefully get some free air, or at least a driver that we can overtake and give him some free air here. I felt we've got to try something at least. 2.4, that's the best pit stop of our day so far, so we take that. Oh God. Tsunoda and Drugovich, though, are in their own DRS battle, but they're going to be quite a bit up the road. And they are going to pit relatively soon, you'd hope, next 5 to 10 laps. 6 seconds on them. Let's use his fuel now. What did we say? That was standard, right? We can push on, chat, and we're only, what, 2 weeks away from actual racing now on track. 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks. Seems a lifetime. Right, gap is 6 seconds to Drugovich. Let's see how that goes. When's Ricciardo due in? Lap 41. Lawson now lap 44. We have a little bit of calm now in this race. Ricciardo, yeah, is very comfortable where he is, isn't he? He's got 6.4 seconds on Porcher. He's not really gaining on the top 9. Lawson within 4 seconds now. Tsunoda. You'd hope with the tyre difference, we wouldn't get stuck behind them. The frustrating thing is they're in a DRS battle with each other, but if we can clear one of them, we'll easily clear the other. And Drugovich has just fell out of that, so that is absolutely perfect if it remains like that. Yeah, Drugovich is falling away, and Tsunoda pits, so that's job done there. So is this going to work for Tsunoda? For Lawson, sorry. Are we going to get a nice undercut? Basically on the battle with K-Mag, who now heads that train. That's what we're looking for. As we're within the DRS of Drugovich now. This should be pretty simple, though. Last lap for Lawson, 122.2. Magson, 122.9, 122.8. Stroll was good, but we're about 7 tenths quicker than that pack at the moment. There we go. Liam Lawson then does take Drugovich for 18th. And we've now got 5 seconds to Ocon, who will be staying out because he's on 60% tyre life. But again, he's not in the DRS. He's not in the DRS. That's the problem around here, getting caught in the DRS train. And Hulkenberg pits, which will... Was he in that fight? No, he couldn't have been because we're well clear of him. .5 now to Ocon, so we are closing quite quickly. And Ricciardo's got nearly 10 seconds now on Pourchaire. I feel right now we did the right thing there, getting Lawson out of that DRS train. Got him some really nice free air. Last lap, 122 flat again. Magson was a 123.1, so 1.1 seconds quicker. Stroll is not getting past Magson, but it's the quickest in that group, so... Yeah, I feel that's working well for us. And Ricciardo, we just haven't really got to manage, have we? He's just doing his own thing. Max chilling in P9. Now you win the world damage. Yeah, Max in P... Oh, it's P7. Has someone just pitted, or he's made a couple of overtakes since I sent that message? But yeah, it doesn't look like Max is going to win this race. So it's not going to be the best of starts for Max Verstappen. And here we go then. Lawson gets the move done on Ocon. Now it's Zhou and Gasly next up, but they should, with any luck, jump into the pits and get out of our way. So this is working very nicely at the moment. Although we're going to catch Zhou now because our pace is just so superior. But again, I think we'll be able to get past pretty easily here. But yeah, I can't actually tell who's starting this season with the out-and-out pace. I still feel it is most likely Red Bull, because obviously Sainz and Verstappen are in Q2, knocked out of Q2. Yellow flag, bit worried it's us, but it's not. Stoffel Van Dorn has a lock-up, who's last.
So here we are following the Alpine.
All on his own.
Things look fine here. The wheels just lock up there. By that point...
Oh, there you have it. Yeah, I still feel Red Bull might have the out-and-out pace this year. As Ocon's trying to come back at us because we're getting stuck behind Zhou here because Zhou is so slow. I bet we've lost a lot of time there, but we are finally past him. Hopefully Gasly gets out. Pourchaire and Magnussen pit, so it's more Magnussen that we're concentrating on here. But yeah, I feel Red Bull might be the pace setters here, but they got knocked out in Q2 because of the weather, so we haven't seen their true pace here, but they are now up to 5th and 6th. So we are going to comfortably clear Magnussen and Pourchaire. Oh, please don't get past us, Ocon. Where's Ocon's pace suddenly come from? Oh, this is just going to be hard to pull away from him now. Stroll has still got to pit. We have got a pit again, though. So although Magnussen, we've cleared Magnussen and Pourchaire, we have still got to pit again, of course. Use a bit of this tyre life. We just can't. We just will not be able to pull away from Ocon. Just can't be done unless you have to do it on that first straight, effectively. So we kind of what we want to happen here. Really depends on Stroll here. Is Stroll going to come into the pits? Wouldn't mind Ocon getting past us here. That's fine. We'll take that because what we can do is get past him unless he gets into Stroll's DRS, and that will be an absolute nightmare if he does, and he is. Oh, please come into the pit, Stroll. Oh, no. This is going to stunt our progress a little bit. Ocon's suddenly got blistering pace, though. Maybe he's pushing on some battery. Ricardo currently up to 9th, but of course he is stopping again, so we would expect that to go back to 10th. Red Bull declined starting already in this F1 Manager 24 Team Career Mode, yeah. No, I think they've got pretty good pace, to be fair. They were just unlucky to get knocked out in Q2. Because they're now on a net pit stop with all of these. And they're actually close, so Red Bull could still actually win this race. And they started in, I think it was 11th from 12th, maybe lower down on that. Alright, come on, Lawson. This is Stroll causing us issues again. Go on, Lawson. Send it this time. There we go.
Yep, understood.
I like having Pierre Hamlin in our ear. It just calms me. Football Band, what season are you on? This is the start of the second season, race 1 of 2025. So Lawson clears Stroll. Stroll still doesn't pit. He's going a long way on those hards, taking him right to the end of their life. Right, Lawson clear now, so we're just pushing on Lawson now to lap 44, Ricardo lap 41. Will Stroll stay with us now? I mean, Ocon's going to be an issue at this rate. Let's see if we can push back up to Ocon. This DRS is ridiculous around here on this game. The Stroll's tyres are shot to bits, but because of those DRS zones, he can just stay with us. Right, this is where we can... Oh, we want to go back to standard there. This is where we can. If we can get this move done, we can build that 1 second gap on Ocon. Stroll does finally pit.
Okay, copy.
Right, this is where we can use the pace, because we'll get a second helping of DRS here, plus use the battery. We basically need to build a second to Ocon here before we get to the next DRS zone. Of course, there's 4 DRS zones around Melbourne, so that's why it's so hard to pull away here. Hopefully, we've done it there now. 1.4... Yeah, 1.5 seconds, so hopefully that'll be job done now. So what did I say? Lap 44 and lap 41. So we're getting close to Daniel Ricciardo. Kind of forgetting about Ricciardo, just sitting there in 10th place as Alonso gets past him. So we are currently 10th and 11th. But I think Lawson might have a battle on his hand to finish 11th. I think Ricciardo's pretty good for 10th unless he makes a mistake. Ricciardo continuing his good form that he showed at the end of last season. And we're not going to pit yet, Ricciardo, because whilst he's in the DRS of Alonso, he may as well stay out. He's got good tyre life. Lawson, still pretty good to go with Lawson. Ocon Perez is not good teammates. A war at Williams. Racing Point version 2. Yes, it's a very interesting partnership. It's odd, as I say, I put on the YouTube. Did the community want me to do the database editor myself and put the drivers in for the real 2025 season, or let the game do its thing? And the vote was let the game do its thing. And we've got some random moves there, especially Stroll going to kick, Magnussen going to Aston Martin. Ricciardo's past Alonso, so I'm just going to keep Ricciardo out for now. He's absolutely fine out there. And when he falls out of that DRS, which he has now we may as well... I don't know. I was just going to keep Ricciardo as is for a little while. Lawson's got Pourchaire closing in on now, so this is where we're going to lose a lot of ground at this phase. Because these are... Well, Ocon's not going to the end, but all of these who we are in that DRS train with before are going to go to the end of the race.
Struggling a little bit with the fronts.
Right, let's let Russell's going to get past Ricciardo, but again, we could just use Ricciardo to stay in his DRS for a lap, and then we will finally pit Ricciardo. Lawson's now approaching lap 44 for him. Oh, let's pit Danny Rick.
Copy, box.
No, we'll pit them both, actually.
Box confirmed.
Have aggressive in laps.
Yeah, box is flat.
So this is going to be final stops of
Copy,
the day.
Daniel pit lane.
Ricardo in first. As I say, very nice to see us not at the very end of the pit lane. Look at us, near enough in the middle there. 7th on the pit lane. Slow stop here on the rear right. He'll get away with it though. Danny Ricks, he's got comfortable space.
Okay. Alrighty.
Danny Rick exits the pit. Liam Lawson enters the pit. Hopefully he doesn't have a pit stop issue.
Reminder, throttle on pit exit. So currently pit
2.8, pretty slow stop, but it wasn't a mistake in there. Now where does Lawson filter out here? Yeah, so as I say, unfortunately we're going to be soon on this gaggle of cars again.
14 laps.
So he is going to have softer tyres, of course. Well, let's see how quickly we can close up to those guys. I'm going to save some of the fuel. I can burn off some with Danny Rick. We'll save some of the fuel with Lawson, because if we can clear this group of cars, then we'll use that to push away. 12 laps to go, though. Lawson could finish anywhere from 11th to 19th at this rate. Ocon's going a long way on those tyres. He's going to pit. Charles Leclerc's got a puncture. What's going on here? Has he just stayed out too long? Yeah, he'd not stopped yet as Charles. So Charles got a puncture. Is this going to bring Ricciardo into play? Sorry, I know we should be watching Lawson here, but we're looking at leader there. What's the interval? I think Charles going to have such good pace though. Well, actually, no, he's got to pit. He's got to make the stop. Yeah, this could be another position here for Ricciardo. It's 14 seconds. Of course, Charles got to get in the pit stop, get out and close Ricciardo. I think this is going to be quite easily 9th place for Ricciardo here. Charles is limping back to the pits. Ricciardo's near enough past him. There's Charles, but we're now about to clear him, so he's going to be a long way back. So that should be a position gain for Danny Rick, you'd feel. Verstappen and Sainz at risk of a puncture as well. They're going very long on those tyres. Right, and we're back to the old usual here, which is just... It's down to you now, Lawson. You need to be aggressive with these overtakes. It's the only way you're going to make this work. You've got to make some moves, Liam. You're going to have to stick your nose down the inside, my boy. Doesn't fancy it though, does he, at the moment? Charles is out, but he's behind Portier. He's 14 seconds back. He's got to go, yeah, second and a bit quicker than Ricciardo. So Ricciardo's looking pretty good for 9th now. Ah, come on, Lawson. These are all hard runners, so I feel if we could clear them, we'd be able to pull away. He just can't get it done, can Liam? Come on, make a move into here. Come on, Lawson. This is depressing. Atty, hi buddy, hope you're well. My favourite game, F1 Monopoly. It's all about the real estate advantage. You viewed. Struggling. You're struggling there. Right, finally, Lawson's made a move on Hulkenberg. That's one done, but we used a lot of battery there.
Long way to go.
So we're just going to have to hope he can pick a couple more off. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 more moves to make to break this train, so it's going to be a difficult task, to be fair. Going well on holiday. Good stuff, Atty. 8 to go. And Ricciardo's now got Charles behind him then. 13 seconds down the road. Hopefully you can see him off.
Happy with this so far.
Can Liam Lawson make another move here?
We need a bit of lift off where you can.
He's really struggling to get past these kicks today, I've noticed. He's struggled with Stroll a lot. If they've got some good straight line speed, he's really struggling to get past the kicks Albers. Of course, it's Gasly ahead of us in the other one. We've used all our batteries, so yeah, this is going to be a struggle now for Lawson, unfortunately. His tyres are burning up a bit because he's in the traffic here. Ask him to drive in clean air, see if it makes a difference here.
Copy.
Right, so where are we at in this race overall then? So everyone has stopped again. Sainz is now stopping for Red Bull. Verstappen has stopped now. They've got good tyres, these Red Bulls, so they might be pretty pacey at the end, but they've got quite a distance to make up, haven't they? Verstappen clears his teammate. Yeah, Red Bull... Don't think they can get on the podium though, Red Bull. Alright, Ricciardo is fine. How's Lawson getting on? We're still here. It's just going to end up being a frustrating race. Oh, Bottas, well, I go to sleep. I'm drive on my hands on the race. No worries, Atty. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Speak to you later. I think we've got the pace on all of these drivers. Just the DRS is so strong here with 4 zones. So I think this is going to be good for us for the next race. It's just a tricky circuit on this game. So I think in the pecking order, we haven't got the pace of maybe one of the Astons, a bit like RB last year where we could beat Correa but not Tsunoda. I think we can beat Magnussen. Looks like Alonso's ahead of us. Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes and McLaren ahead of us. But we're definitely in that realms of 5th, 6th quickest team starting this season, so that's very good indeed. As I say, we've got a couple more upgrades to come, so I think regular points, certainly on the cards this season, potentially a podium for this year once we develop the car further, but certainly regular points. But yeah, it's just not much we can do here. We've tried to use the battery, there's not much battery left, and the tyre crossover is going to cross over to these hard runners soon. It's just one of those unfortunate things. Charles is 12 seconds back, so it looks like Ricciardo will hold on to 9th place. I've still got Lawson on aggressive here. We can't really push the tyres anymore. We can push the fuel, but there's no point because he's not going to go any quicker. He's quicker than what he's showing currently, but he's just getting stuck behind the cars. So, fortunately, this is just what it is. How RB fall from a top team to a shit team in one season? Yeah, they are struggling. Struggling very much. Tsunoda obviously was consistently in the points last year. Looks like it's not going to be that way this year. As Gasly is fighting Tsunoda. Will be interesting what RB does, because in other saves they become the top Red Bull team about season 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like F1 Manager in terms of driver transfers and car development, they just literally put random in the algorithm because it doesn't seem to have any, doesn't make any sense. A new sporting director due as well, Callie. Yes. Yes, that's something we'll look at this year as well.
6 more laps. 6 more laps.
all of the staff we're pretty happy with now, apart from that sporting director, that we do need to change them. And maybe in the future, Matthew Ogle, he's not the highest rating race engineer. But unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be much more that happens in this one. We can see if Lawson makes any headway here. On Sonoda, who will obviously be his teammate in real life in 2 weeks' time. I don't think that's really going to happen, is it, chat? What do we think, chat, actually, for RB when Lawson gets in the car? Who's going to come out in that teammate battle? Is Lawson or Yuki? What do you make of that one? Right, fastest lap with Daniel on last lap. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go, Dark Lord. I don't know if we've got enough pace in the car, but who's got it at the minute for Verstappen? He probably set that when he came out in those softs, but we'll give it a go. We'll save Ricciardo's fuel. What's his gap? He's got 11 seconds on Charles. We'll go on a bit of a top-up as well. Just make sure we don't lose too much time.
Understood.
But yeah, this is unlucky for Lawson. He got pushed out by Max and then pitting early. He just got bogged down, which, yeah, just cost him. So, very good in qualifying. His race pace, I think, has been good. He's just been stuck behind cars. So, it's looking good. I think this track is just an unusual track.
Okay.
I'm just monitoring, make sure Charles doesn't catch Ricciardo here whilst we top up. We've got a virtual safety car.
VSC.
It's Stoffel Van Dorn, who's had a bit of an awful debut.
This is turn 6.
Jaden, hi, Yuki. You think Yuki's going to come out on top of that battle?
Unable to do anything about that crash, and they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
Stoffel couldn't slow it down. It could go either way, but Lawson, I would say, just edge it. Van Dorn's retired from that. That's very interesting. Didn't look like the greatest of impact, but it's not the greatest camera angle. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting, actually, to see that battle. I think it could go either way. But I have been impressed when I've seen Liam Lawson, so...
So he's out the car. And watch out for the debris on the marshal on track, please.
Then I hope Hadjar next to Lawson. Hadjar, yeah.
3 more laps.
You can still see, you know, if Lawson had a blistering end to the season, you could see them terminating Perez. Lawson goes up to Red Bull, Hadjar into RB. Although, you know, I do feel sorry that Yuki is never in the conversation for Red Bull. It's always seemed to be Ricciardo or Lawson or someone else. Alright, might as well just forward on whilst we're under these conditions. Is this going to end before the last lap so we can try the fastest lap with Danny Rick? It is. It is.
Okay,
We're not lapped with Danny Rick, are we? Where's the leader? No, we're not.
Okay, copy.
Actually, only Drugovic and Perez have been lapped, but again, that's the power of the DRS round here.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled. Will you work on tires? Okay for charge off now.
Okay.
Right, when's the final lap then? Now, final lap is now. So, actually, Ricciardo's not... He's only 23 seconds off the lead as Ricciardo, to be fair. Right, let's go for a fastest lap attempt then with him on the final lap.
Yep.
How's Liam Lawson getting on? We're up to 16th.
Push.
Understood.
Lawson's got past Sonoda
Right
there,
You can take a look now.
which we
Right, let's
missed.
follow the action now.
Oh,
in
not
turn
a
7.
rear wing
They
camera
decide
angle.
to give it a go.
A good move. Oh, forces him out a little bit. What do you think about the 2026 F1 cars? To be honest with you, I'm not bothered about them. Hold on, let's just see this through. Liam Lawson, can he make... He's struggling. He can't get past those bloody kick salvers, can he? He's going green, is Danny Rick, not purple. Yeah, I'm not bothered about the 2026 cars just because I feel the regulations need longer. As I say, we saw this, when was it, the end of 2022? Where are we now? 20? I forget the years now. But we saw at the last regulations, obviously, the battle between Max and Lewis, but also, you know, McLaren, Ferrari, we're all getting closer. We're seeing it again with these regulations. Obviously, McLaren fighting Red Bull, but Ferrari and Mercedes are in there. And next year is going to be an evolution, this car, so you would expect the packs to be even closer. 2026 may mean that we get another outlier. You know, Red Bull may nail the regs as Hamilton wins the race. So yeah, I'm not in favour. I'd like these regs to run for another couple of years, just continue the close racing, not have someone nail the regulations.
Okay, we take the flag.
As Ricciardo has finished the race then, I don't know if that's a fast lap, I don't think it was, but we finished this one in P9. So what a race for Ricciardo, home race. And he finishes P9. Lawson looks like he's going to come home 15th. He finally got past the Kicksauber, the 15th. That's a great start to the season, with Daniel Ricciardo starting this opening race in 9th place, gains us 2 points. It took us, what, 16, 17 races last year to get points. We've nailed it, the first race of the season. Lawson, I would say that's unlucky. Kept it clean, good clean race. Just got bogged down. I think the pace is there, and he's going to come good, and he's going to challenge Danny Rick this season. But all in all, that is a very good start to 2025 for us.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race.
Which F1 transfer would you like to see? I guess it wouldn't happen, but I'd like to see Max paired up with a very strong teammate. Whether that's in a Red Bull or a McLaren, whatever team, take your pick. But, you know, Verstappen and Lando as teammates, Verstappen and Charles, Verstappen and Hamilton. It's not going to happen, any of those, but that would probably be a dream transfer because I'd like to see the very best drivers in the same machinery. That is the race results then in Australia. Lewis Hamilton on debut for Ferrari wins it then. Oscar Piastri was leading by quite a margin, so finishes second in the end. Bottas returns to Mercedes. He's on the podium in third. Lando Norris fourth. George Russell fifth. He took the fastest lap. Max Verstappen does go up 8 places in the end, so he started 14th, finishes 6th. Carlos Sainz, his teammate now Red Bull, finishes 7th. Fernando Alonso 8th. And Daniel Ricciardo, Team Lotus, start the season with a point, up 1 place. 9th place, 2 points, sorry. Up 1 place, and we finished 9th. Daniel Ricciardo would have been 10th, but Charles stayed out too long and got a puncture. Our fastest lap run in the end, we were quite a way off, weren't we? 17.9, so we were 8 tenths off, so very far off getting that fastest lap. As I say, Liam Lawson finishes 15th, down 8, got pushed out by Verstappen, and then the first pit stop really cost him in the race, but got good pace, so pretty confident that he's going to do well for us this year. Drivers' Championship obviously going to be exactly the same as the race result. As say, George Russell just taking that extra point, so rather than now 10, he's got 11. And then Constructors, after race 1, it's McLaren on top, 30 points. Ferrari and Mercedes both hit 26 points. Red Bull 4th, Aston Martin 5th, and Team Lotus start the season already in 6th place with 2 points. So as I say, that took us until Singapore to get as many points last year, so that's a great start for us. Ferrari were Constructors champions last year. Red Bull started second, finished second, but I think Red Bull still got pretty good pace, but it looks like it's going to be very tight between these top 4, and I think we'll be able to jump Aston Martin very soon, even maybe with the upgrades that come in the next race. Fastest pit stops, don't think we did anything there today. No, we've still got work to do on that, but we do need a sporting director to help on that front. But that is the start of 2025, so a very good race for us. Points in the first race. Liam Lawson shows promise as well, but Daniel Ricciardo continues his great form at the end of the season, and he gets us our first points of 2025, 2 points already, and things are looking very positive for us. Thanks for dropping into the stream. If you haven't already, before you go, please do smash a like on the video. Really do appreciate it. As I say, we will be back Tuesday. We stream this Tuesday and Friday, 7:15 PM BST. So jump back in on Tuesday. We will be heading into the second race of 2025. As I mentioned earlier, we do have the highlighted episodes of this series. So the next episode that we've got coming out tomorrow is just a review of 2024 season. And then the next one on Monday will be the highlights of the race that we've just streamed, but it'll also be the action before that off track. So we'll go through the new livery that we've designed, the new race suits, also the finances, the car design work that we've done, and the car analysis. So if you're interested in all of that good stuff, check that out on YouTube. If you're on YouTube watching the stream, go to the profile, check those episodes out. If you're on another platform, go to the profile, of my go to my profile in TikTok or Twitch and head over to YouTube on the link there. But say thanks for the support, thanks for the comments. We'll be back on Tuesday.